Hey girls, today thanks for stopping by. Today I'd like to talk about simple and complex carbohydrates and how they affect your body. A lot of people have a misconception of what carbs are, and I feel that this is one of the first areas where we can start to clarify to really help you get some progress with your own weight loss methods. Okay? So I have hundreds of clients that always say, oh no, I don't eat any carbs. It's like, okay, so what do you eat? Well, so I eat steak and veg and fruits and salads and best things like that. So, well, if it's not animal, it's carbohydrate, okay? Animal is protein with a bit of fat and a bit of carbs in it, depending what cut of meat it is, what animal it's from. Carbohydrates is basically everything else. There's not much you'll find just pure fat, unless it's altered by man of some sort. Like even avocado is good fat, but there's also carbohydrate in there. You've got butter and cheeses, things like that, but there's also protein, little bits of carbohydrate in there. But we're not talking about fat today. So carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, if it's not animal, consider it carbohydrates, basically, to keep things simple, okay? And then in those carbohydrates, you've got complex carbs and simple carbs. Now, it's called a simple carb because it's quite a simple molecular structure. If you remember back to chemistry of how things are made, they've got little DNA paths. If you remember the movie Jurassic Park, you've got your DNA, and how that DNA is put together is what creates the food that we've got. Okay, so you've got a simple carbohydrate. Now these are all examples. I've simplified it for the sake of understanding and explaining more simply. Let's say it's a piece of white bread or a piece of chocolate. You hit that 3:30itis, you go to have your can of Diet Coke and muffin, okay? That's your simple carbohydrates. It's called simple because it's quite a simple molecular structure. When you chew food, you put this piece of bread into your mouth, you chew it, that's called mastication. Then your tongue and your cheeks push it into a ball and to the back of your mouth where you swallow it. That is called a bolus. So you masticate your food into a bolus and then you swallow it down into your stomach, where it's attacked with acids and peptides. These chemicals then, good chemicals, they come along and act like scissors and they chop up the molecular structure into bite-sized pieces ready for the small intestine, okay? So this is quite a simple jigsaw puzzle in a sense. The peptides don't have much work to do. So it's very simple, and that's where you get your high GI foods. It's in your stomach, in your mouth, in your small intestine, all relatively quickly. Because if you look at this molecular changes here, that fits in there very easily, doesn't it? So the peptides don't have to do much to break that down, okay? Where it goes in the small intestine and then into the blood system, gives you energy. As opposed to over here, this is your complex carbohydrates. This is your broccoli, your carrot, your zucchini, basically anything else that you know you should be eating, all of the vegetables, salads, fruits, okay? They're your complex carbohydrates. Well, not all fruits, but that's another topic. So as you can see, this is quite a complex chain of molecules here. The peptides, as you chew this, the peptides have to do a lot more work. Naturally, that takes a longer time, so this is where you get a low GI food. You feel fuller for longer. You have more nutrients inside your body. Yeah, because each of these little circles here is an enzyme of some sort carrying along nutrients for your body. As an example, this one here is calcium, zinc, magnesium, potassium, whatever it may be. And this is simplified. This could be fill up the whole chart of just what one mouthful of broccoli looks like, okay? So when this enters into your stomach, the peptides have a lot more work to do as they start to break this down into manageable pieces that can then be passed through from the stomach into the small intestine, ready for absorption, giving you energy and nutrients. Understand that the stomach doesn't do, the stomach's primary job is to break down the food into manageable pieces for the small intestine. Then it goes into the small intestine, and this is where the majority of your nutrient uptake happens. Okay, so you need your food in a nice bite-sized molecules for the small intestines. The longer it takes to get from your stomach to your small intestine, the more full you are, And also by coincidence, or not by coincidence, but most likely, the more nutritious the food is for you. Because you can imagine if this is all of these are little bits of minerals that are going to help your body, there's a lot more healing that this can do. Let's say this is 50 calories, this is 50 calories. There is a lot more healing and prosperous that you can get from consuming this piece of food. The calcium is going to go straight to your fingernails. The magnesium is going to go to that annoying twitch in your eye. The zinc is going to go to your skin, help with things like that. Okay, so this is the primary difference between simple carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates. If you start to understand that, hopefully you will make better choices between the two of what's going in your mouth, why it's going in your mouth, and why you should eat more complex carbohydrates or fruit and veggies. First of all, I've simplified it so that most people can understand. Nothing personal. And also, this is just the tip of the iceberg on where we could go with simple and complex carbohydrates. But I want to keep this relatively short so you don't get too bored. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. It's Daniel here from Fat and Fit. I hope that you have enjoyed today's clip. If you have, hit like, subscribe, whatever you like. But don't hesitate to post requests, send me a video, ask your question. I would love to get back. I want to make a lot more videos for you, help you understand your journey of either healthy weight maintenance or weight loss, and get the best for you, because you two will be together for a while. So take care. Bye-bye.